Okay, hello, welcome back you guys. Today, I have a whole list of plant chores that we need to get done. So let's just hop into it. No hullabaloo today, okay? I mean, there's gonna be some hullabaloo, but I mean, I can't help it. So anywho, let's just get into it today. I've got so many plant chores, like I said, a whole list here. I want to do some downsizing of some things. I want to look for some corms on one of my alocasia. I want to pot up a plant that has been in water for a couple months and chop up some other plants, repot some other plants, hang up a light. Okay, so I've got my little table here, perfect little square table, and it's perfect because I've got my my potting mat, and it fits like almost exactly, no. It fits exactly perfect on this table, so we're in business here. So I think the first thing I want to do is I want to start with like the easy things. So let's start with just like the chopping and the downsizing of things, because I think that'll be really easy. I am just realizing that I did not grab, I've just got rogue hairs everywhere. It's driving me crazy. Sorry. Anyway, but I just realized I didn't grab a smaller pot for this guy here. This is my alocasia dragon scale. So there you are, you little sucker. So I'm gonna go grab one of those really quick. But before I do that, I wanna show you the other thing that we're gonna be just like chopping up today. Actually, there's a couple other things that we're gonna be chopping up today. So we've got this guy, this beauty. This is my Amedrium Silver. And she's got like 3 whole leaves on her and just a bunch of sad stems. So I am going to try to propagate a bunch of these nodes. Not all of them, because there are so many. And I just don't have that much space or that much willpower to deal with all of that. So we will just fill up the little container that I have, and that's what we will be keeping. So that's another one that we're going to be doing like pretty quickly. Ah! The dogs just looked at me like, oh, Mom. Yeah, 2 seconds in, and I've already spilled. Oh, God. Every time, for real, every time. Like, I'm all trying to be careful and stuff. To no avail. Okay, let me go grab a smaller pot. Ooh, I'm all like snuffled up, I guess, all of a sudden. Woofda. So, I've got a little pot here. Oh, I do have that. I was going to say, oh my God, I keep forgetting things. But I do need to dampen some sphagnum. So this is the sphagnum that I will be using today. And I'm just going to put it into a little container here and then wet it. So here's the sphagnum, all damp. Why am I nervous all of a sudden? I haven't done like some major plant chores like this in a hot minute. And I just don't want to mess anything up, even though most things are like already kind of messed up, if we're gonna call it that, you know? Okay, if I set you there, please don't fall. Thank you. Cool. All right, so for this bad boy, this is my Amedrium Silver. Oh, God. She's definitely seen better days. So I'm just gonna cut it at the base. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut her off at the base. Beautiful, and now we have a bigger pot that's freed up. Love that. Okay, so, oh, why am I so stuffy all of a sudden? Oh my God. Where do we end and where do we begin? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so I do want to propagate the chunkier ones over the thinner pieces. I just feel like they're less likely to rot. That being said, I should also not put these like directly into our damp sphagnum here after chopping, because that could invite rot as well. So after I chop these, I'm just going to set them aside for like an hour or so, wait for the ends to callus over, and then go ahead and put them in the sphagnum, put the lid on, and call it a day. So this end piece here, I'm not going to keep because there's just not that much extra space. I've chopped all the ones that I would want to like actually put in the sphagnum because they're the little bit chunkier ones. And the part of the stem that has the actual like leaves on it is quite a bit thinner. So I think what I want to do is maybe just put some like longer cuttings in some water and just see if they root in the water. Because I don't know that I've tried that with this kind of plant before. So that'll be a good experiment. So let's just do it. Why the hell not? So I'm just going to leave the leaf on here. That way I can put it in the water like this. And hopefully it'll grow. Because I'm leaving 2 nodes. So hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, I'm going to go set these off to the side. Here is our cute little dragon scale. These are 2 little separate plants here. So just 2 one-leafers. So she's not doing great is what I'm getting at. She's not doing great. So I'm just gonna kind of squish all this up. We'll see if I can set this off to the side for now, I guess. We'll see if there are any corms hiding in the soil here. So cross your fingers. But just pour that down in there. They would be like pretty closely attached. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be at the very bottom, just like hiding, chilling down there at the bottom of the pot, unless the plant was like that well rooted, which she is pretty well rooted. Well, not great. We do have some like little tiny root action happening here, some cute little fresh roots. So that's good. That means they're, you know, happy enough to be growing, you know, we'll take it. The soil is very moist, which it's not usually so moist. Hey, we got a corm. I'm just going to drop them in here so I don't lose them. Okay, we definitely have some corms in here. So I'm just going to like slowly, carefully go through this dirt. Okay, I'm not going to lie. These corms seem to be in here like with no real rhyme or reason. So I am just going to check through all of this soil because why not? I feel like we got quite a few corms there from the soil. We haven't even really looked at like what's attached to the little plants still. So let's check that out. They pop off super, super easily. There's a little teeny tiny one that is still growing, so I'm going to leave that on there. It would not survive. I feel like I have got so much hair stuck to my face and in my mouth right now, but I can't get it out because I have such dirty hands. That one's still growing. That wasn't as much as I was expecting from the actual plants themselves, but way more from just like in the soil. So that'll definitely all balance out. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so let's see what we're working with corm-wise. We have got one, oh my god, so itchy, 16 corms. That's quite a lot for that plant. So that's pretty impressive. They are quite small for most of them, so, you know, we'll see how many survive. Oh, +1 from whatever I just said, because I already forgot. 16, 17, whatever, +1. So quite a few corms, so that's awesome. Now I'm gonna get some new soil here, some fresh stuff. Okay, so I just have some black gold all-purpose potting mix. I don't want too much of this, actually. Then I have black gold Orchid mix. It's a little thicker and like, not thicker, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little coarser than I would like. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in there, mix her on up. I wish I had some perlite or something, but I don't, and I don't feel like going to the store. I am going out later, but that's to take these two sleeping angels on the couch over here to a nice large PARK for a nice long WALK. No one looked at me. We're in the clear. But yeah, so that's the plan for after this. But I don't want to make any other stops or do anything else. I don't know if anyone else ever has like really randomly weird work schedules, just like with zero notice, but your girl does. Not usually, I will say, so that's nice. But yeah, my hours are so wonky right now. So for example, tonight, I was trying to figure out how to word this. Tonight I work at midnight until 8:30 in the morning. So I do that tonight / tomorrow and the next day. And then I have my normal shifts that I usually work that I enjoy, where I start early. I start at 4, not at midnight, but 4, and I still get off nice and early, so I get like 2 days out of each day, you know, which is really lovely. But I'm not, you know, it could be worse. It could be way worse. You know, I get off at 8:30 in the morning. I'll have plenty of time to, you know, come back home and just like snuggle the babes for a bit, feed them breakfast after I get off of work, and yeah, and then go to the gym and just have like a nice little day. So, yeah. But I can't say I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not dreading it. So, you know, we got that going for us. Okay. I'm so scared I'm going to spill, which I'm sure I am. So it's okay. So the only thing I really tried to do when putting these in here, other than not like smashing them, is just making sure that the leaves are facing in the same direction. Right? You know, a little bit of cohesiveness there with them. Cute little buddies. Look at how sweet they are. So, digging that. I'm going to tap her down. I am going to leave the soil out for a bit after like I water all these guys. I won't put that in this video because that's boring. But yeah, because after I water, you know, all the soil is going to settle a bit more in there, and I might just want to top it off a little bit extra with soil. But as of now, I think those guys look adorable, and I think they'll be much happier in this smaller pot than that really large one. And now I get to go through and try to propagate all of those bajillion corms that we found. And now that I say that, I'm actually going to put those off to the side because I can just so see myself forgetting that they're right there and just tossing them. So I'm going to put these guys all aside in the kitchen. Oh my God. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's do this guy next because he is in desperate need. This is my Hoya. Sad, I don't know, Hoya macrophylla. Oh, there's no little gross little spiky right there, so that's good because that's dead right there. Cut this off. I'm just gonna cut all the dead crap off of here. There's 2 little new things growing where this dead one was, so not all is lost, but man, this is sad right here. All these leaves up top. That's a freaking bummer. This whole ass thing is dead. Is it really? No. Is it? Ow! I just cut myself. Scissor myself like a dummy. Is this whole ass thing dead for real? I can't tell. I think it is. That's a bummer. Okay. Oh well. What can we do? No use crying over spilled milk. Is that how that saying goes? Don't cry about it. Just clean it up because you don't want it to get stinky. That's how we get ants. Am I right?
Because that's how you get ants.
Okay, so ideally, I'd like to try to have this in this pot because it's heavy, and this plant needs a heavy pot, which it has not been in like ever. And I have this teeny tiny pot that fits into this pot. So we'll see if we can make that work. Sorry about the texting sounds. That's my mom, of course. What's up, Mom? Oh, she hit her 10,000 step goal. Go, Mom. Over 10,000. Ow, ow. So, let's see what we can do. God, this is so sad. Is this whole thing dead too? Hold on. So when I cut it, I'm trying to see if it's like, you know, anything's coming out of it, which I feel like it is for this one. So I'm going to leave that. But I do think that this one is just dead. So that sucks. Just oh my God. Ooh, chop that sucker right off of there. Oh, maybe that was alive. Well, you know, we make decisions. Okay. So that'll for sure fit in there. No problem. They are both just sleeping so sweet and peacefully over there. My goodness. Six-Toe got his nails trimmed today. Luna's nails, like almost all of them except for her dew claws, you know, for the most part, will kind of like trim themselves when we're on walks. Just the way that her anatomy is like different enough from Six-Toe's where his feet or his paws, like the anatomy is so much different than, I think my camera might overheat again. But anyway, as I was saying, his like anatomy of his paws hits so different than Luna. So whereas Luna's like, I don't really need to clip her toenails except for her dew claws every once in a while. His nails will just grow and grow and grow and grow, and they like will never touch the ground. And then when they do, they are long. So they were like pretty much at that point. So I felt so bad. It was definitely long overdue for him to get a nail trim. And he did such a good job. We went to a new place, of course, because, you know, we're back in town, baby. But okie dokie. Hopefully we will not reheat for another little bit. It's not even like that hot in here or like outside today. Well, I take that back. It's now 93 degrees out. Damn it, is it really? That sucks. Looks like we're going to be going for an after dinner WALK at the PARK. Oh, I can tell Six-Toe just did one of those like little like, oh, stretches, you know, where they put their little paws together and they do the little shakies. Oh my God, it's my favorite stretch of the puppy stretches. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back into these plant chores here. You know, I actually think I might want to put this guy into one of my hanging planters and then put that planter on the wall. So let's take this little hangy guy off of it, and I'm going to go grab that planter really fast. Woohoo! So I actually grabbed 2 of these planters because why not? I don't know what other plant I'll put in here, but now I have it ready to go. So let's see here. Let's just go ahead and take this out of here. You know, I really thought this was going to be way more root bound because every time I have watered this plant for like the last a lot of months, the water has just like run right through it. Like there's just like, it's all roots, and it's felt like it's all roots. Like even right now, it feels like it is all roots, but it doesn't look like it. So I am going to kind of do some investigation here and get on in this and break this root ball up a little bit, which I wouldn't normally do. Doesn't smell great. So like I said, every time I water it, it just doesn't seem like it actually gets watered, no matter if I have it in a saucer or what. So I went ahead and I've had this guy sitting in this red cup that you see over here with water in it so that it can just like really soak that up. And then I forgot about it for like a day and a half. So yeah, it smells not great, but it is definitely watered. So we got that going. Man, this is interesting. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm done breaking it up. I don't want to like traumatize this plant more than I really have to. So we're just going to set this little guy aside and grab our planter and grab our this. And I am just going to get some like base soil level in here. Hi, baby girl. Hi, pretty lady. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cute little girl. Okay. And then I'm just going to situate it in here the way I want it to spill out, which I think that looks nice. So now that I have that, I'm just going to put this in here so that I can hopefully not spill. Let's be real though. I'm going to end up spilling, but that's okay. Part of the fun. What are you doing over there, sweet little thing? Sweet little thing. So its toe is still just like peacefully snoozing away. God, I should have got a video of it when they were like reunited after like the 10 minutes of Six Toe being separated from Luna. They were so adorable. Oh my God, it was like they had been apart for weeks. So freaking cute. Get on in there. And I could hear Looney scream barking as we got in the car to leave. And then also scream barking, I think once she heard my car. I think I had my music playing a little too loud and she heard me. And she was like, just, where the hell are you? She's so cute. Oh my God. These dogs, I tell you what, they get cuter every single day. I don't know how, but I dig it. I dig it. Look how nice that looks. And I'm gonna, ooh, get that dirt off the back here. I'm gonna hang it on the wall. I don't exactly know where or how. Well, I do know how. I think just with a tack. Unless I can find these little like hook things. They gotta be somewhere. But yeah, I think that looks just freaking adorable. She's got a bunch more soil to work with now for her roots to spread out and for her to thrive. Ah, gorgeous. Okay. Really happy with that. We downsized the dragon scale and we looked for corms. Check. We repotted the 2 Hoyas in the kitchen. Fabulous. We chopped up the Amedrium silver. Oh, we hung the Soltech light. I'll put that footage in right here so that you can see. I'm loving it already. It brightens up that space so much. So here it is. Boop. So let's go ahead and do the next thing on our list. We're gonna chop this guy up, which you probably can't even tell what it is because it is so sad because she really needed support and I never gave it to her. So now we're just gonna chop it up and put it in water and hope that she continues to grow. But this is my philodendron red emerald. So I'm just gonna chop her right at the base. Easy peasy. And let's do this one. Oof. You know when you chop a philodendron, it just has that like fresh cut philodendron smell? Like, it almost smells like it's probably toxic, but it still kind of smells good. Am I crazy? I can't be the only one that thinks that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through like I did with this little guy here and just got rid of like the nasty looking leaves, leaving a few nodes so that I can just stick them in water. And then I'm just gonna toss all of that soil because I can't tell you how long this plant has been in this pot. It was doing really well for a hot second, but you know, life got the best of it. And by it, I mean me. Sorry. That's cool though, where there was like a sad dying leaf, there's like a little new growth point, so that's nice. I think I'm just gonna, oh no, I like that leaf. We'll pop this leaf off. We'll try to keep that one, even though there's a bare node in between. And then I'm leaving like 3 nodes to grow from. So hopefully we'll get some good growth. We're just gonna get, if it's not looking cute, we're just gonna cut our losses and get rid of it because you know what? None of these plants are rare or anything. Oh, and they will regrow, so I'm not worried. That was the easy one to check off the list. Love that. Get all this crap in here. Like the, what was that? Like the medium silver cuttings that we took. I do want to let these guys callus over so that way we have way less chance of rot. So I'm just going to set these aside in the kitchen and then at the end of the day, I'll just stick them in water. Easy. Now, the next plant that I have to do is kind of like a rescue mission because she just looks so sad. And it makes me wonder if maybe we have one of those like little nets, those like plastic nets, and rather than like the mesh net where the roots can grow through, the plastic really kind of hinders growth after a while. So I just want to get this guy like some fresh, good soil. So let's just see here. Why you look so sad? Okay, first off, let me show you how sad she looks. And did I tell you what this is? I don't think I did. This is my philodendron, philodendron painted lady. I do feel like she could maybe, oh, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe she could be in like a smaller size pot, but I think that's pretty spot on the size that she was in. I do just want to get her some better soil. So yeah, but I'm not seeing any cage yet or anything. I am seeing like where they had like taken a cutting on here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like the blunt little cut where they took their cutting and shoved it in here. And I'm forgetting too. I got this at Gully's greenhouse, and they usually, from what I've seen, they'll like, do the cutting and propagating route for a lot of their stuff. It's probably better for them cost-wise, Okay. All right, I am not going to break this up too much. Well, no, I'm going to do it a little bit more. A little bit more. Just not too much more because the roots do look good. There's just not a ton. And this seems to be like pretty peaty soil mix. So I just want to get a little bit more chunk in there with the like orchid bark that I have in there. So this looks good. Looks pretty nice. I am going to keep it in the same pot that she came in. I'm just going to get rid of this soil. So I'm going to put some soil at the base of the pot and spill some as per usual. We do have some new growth happening, so that's good. I can see 2 new little growth spikes, so that's awesome. So I don't know why it's so droopy, but hopefully maybe this fresh soil will make her less droopy. I don't know. It's just weird because she is really droopy, right? Like, am I crazy? She was not this droopy before. I can say that for sure. So something's definitely up, but I don't know. Hopefully that'll help. Moving on. Okay, the next one that we're planting, I'm really, really excited about because it's a cutting from one of One of my plants that was like my oldest, one of my favorites, definitely my largest. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's my Monstera deliciosa. So, yeah, I've been growing or trying to grow a couple cuttings from that old plant, that old beautiful plant that I could not fit in the U-Haul, definitely couldn't fit it in my car to make it back to Colorado with me. But I do have, I think, at least one good cutting that I think is ready to be planted. So that's what we gonna do next. I'm excited. I better not break a nail in this process. That'll piss me off. I've been really working on, which sounds hilarious, I've been really working on growing my nails out, which essentially means I've been really working on not breaking my nails. Yeah, which is a big, like, mental switch for me because I used to just not care at all, but I like my nails long. Okay. I'm just gonna pour this guy out of water. You can't see me, so sorry, but you'll be able to see this in a second. Ooh, ooh. Oh no, I left some of these in water for too long. So she has put out a new leaf. It did get, I think, just like too hot in the sun or some junk, but here's the like root action that we are working with. So some decent roots, even after I pulled some dead ones off. Ooh, I don't want to drip this on my chair, but this is one of the leaves that came with the other one, and then this like sad half leaf that just didn't quite, you know, make it all the way out. So yeah, we're gonna pot her up. I'm gonna pot her in this one so that she can be nice and deep in there. I'm just gonna put a very light layer in here because I do want this to be quite buried in there, quite anchored. Honestly, yeah, we're gonna do it just like that. Literally just like the smallest amount of soil put in there. So let's see if I can do this in a good way. Ooh. Loving this already. Oh my God. I hope you caught my little panic face right there, because, okay. Look at her. Is this the start of something good? I sure hope so. All right. Oh, and my favorite thing to do with this. Oh, so good. Peeling off that little, like, dead piece. Oh my God. There's another one to the side here. Oh, it feels so good. Why is that so satisfying? I love it. It doesn't hurt the plant. At least not that I've ever experienced. So don't yell at me. Just like doing it. Okay, so hopefully she keeps growing. I am going to move her inside. I'm going to give her a good showering down later. Happy about that one. All right, so here's the pubic calyx. She's not even looking very like silvery or splashy right now either. So we'll take a look at her situation. And then this is my Hoya australis lisa. She's really just like a couple sprigs now. She's real sad. She's not very variegated. So we're gonna do a little rescue mission on this little lady. Yeah, and this guy. Let's do the Hoya australis first. I wish all plants grew corms, because how fun. It just makes every repot like a little treasure hunt. Okay. So I am fighting the urge right now to just chop this all at the base and propagate all of it. What do we think? What do we think? Both the dogs just looked at me like, what do we think? I think I might do it. Well, I will see you back after I've made a decision.